DeVille, and she was a world renowned ballerina. Welcome to the Art of Floundering, Spanky's Puppets and Comics live stream. Send in the clowns live. But before we get started, let's learn a little bit about Mona. Hi, my name's Mona DeVille, and I'm getting ready to dance in the big production of Camel Toe Lake. Look at some of my ballet moves. Mona's gonna show off her ballet moves. Check out the flexibility. Yeah, you know how I can maintain such good flexibility? Well, it's a healthy lifestyle. I avoid the pot and meaningless, cheap sexual encounters. Gosh, that's how I can be so limber. Mona DeVille. She's a limber ballerina, yeah. Mona DeVille, yeah. Limber ballerina. Hey, for those of you that are watching this on replay, we're only like a minute into the stream. We're waiting for this puppy to go viral before we get into the meat of what we're trying to get into. Mona DeVille, yeah. She's pretty super duper peachy keen. So as Mona was practicing her ballet. We'll get back to Mona, man. That's right. Oh, somebody's watching. Look, show them your moves. This is what clean living does. Mona DeVille getting ready. Hi, everybody. I'm Mona DeVille, famous ballerina dancer, getting ready to headline Camel Toe Lake. Look at my flexibility. Dun, 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 dun. Make no mistake about it. You can't get this limber getting all flipped out on an unhealthy lifestyle. That's why I try to take care of my body. I make sure I don't put any filthy narcotics in it, especially things like the pot. I also avoid meaningless and deviant sexual experiences. After all, I like to keep it clean. Mona DeVille, she's limber. Okay, so we'll get back to Mona DeVille, man. Oh my gosh. I'm not liking this lighting. It's whitewashing Nucky. Yo, gang. My name's Knuckles. Hey, Knuckles. That's right, man. Hey, Nucky. What are you doing, dude? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Because, get ready, Knuckles the Clown. He's flipping on the pot again. Dun 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 dun. Gee whiz, Nucky. You would think after getting kicked out of clown college for being a total degenerate pot user, you'd be able to keep it together, man. You see, Nucky was able to get a gig backstage ushering Camel Toe Lake. Yo, maybe I shouldn't have freebased the pot before this gig because, yo, I'm flipping out. Nucky, you know what happens when you get high? You know what? I could really use a piece of boop. There ain't nothing like a piece of boop, except maybe the Indy 500. Gee whiz, Knuckles. Uh-oh, just then, Knuckles spotted Mona DeVille. Getting ready for ballet. Gosh, I just love the fact that I can do this. That's what staying off the pot will. We'll come back to this, man, because Knuckles is definitely fucking interested. Let me show you guys real quick. This is the cliffhanger. All right. Mona's like fucking dancing, and Knuckles is like, fuck yeah, dude. Yo, I'd like to tame that shrew, said Knuckles. Look at Nucky. Nucky, what kind? She's a fucking professional dancer, dude. What are you doing? Gee whiz. This looks like it would be super duper peachy keen to tap that ass. Golly, gee willikers, Nucky. And so this is what Nucky wants to do. He's fantasizing. We'll come back to that. I'm not happy with the lighting. Hang on. I'm not happy with that either. Hang on. No, that's not the one. No. Golly gosh. Oh, it's over here. It's over here. Here it is. No, no, no. Here, 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 here. Let's try that. Oh, this is much better. Yo, sorry about the lighting earlier. That scene was probably really muffed up because of it. Let's go back to Knuckles' degenerate fantasy. Gee whiz, said Knuckles. You know, instead of doing the right thing and doing the best I can at this backstage usher job, what I'd really like to do is flip out on the weed and be a total degenerate and maybe, act out sexually. That's just how Nucky likes to roll. That clown is making me feel unsafe. Hey, baby, said Nucky. look at Nucky. Look at Nucky. Yo, baby, why don't you lighten up, doll? What's wrong? Haven't you ever gotten it on with a clown before? What kind of pig are you? Said Mona DeVille. Can't you see I'm a dancer? I like to embrace a clean lifestyle. The last thing I need to do is get wrapped up in some kind of clown backstage usher. Yo, baby, said Knuckles, the clown college dropout, to Mona DeVille. Maybe you could use a little drag off Nucky's marijuana cigarette. You filthy pig. Yo, don't knock it till you try it, said Nucky. Just then, Knuckles got his marijuana cigarette ready. Yo, Mona, why don't you come take a pull off of Nucky's marijuana cigarette? Just then, Mona started thinking. Said Mona, maybe just one hit wouldn't hurt. After all, maybe it'll help me be more limber. Yeah, that's right, Mona, said Nucky. The pot's good for stuff like that. It won't make you hallucinate or act out sexually. It'll just relieve some of that nagging pain, said Knuckles, the clown college dropout. Well, golly gee willikers and jeepers, said Mona. If you put it that way, I guess I'll go ahead and have a drag off of it just then. Mona decided. Okay, doll, said Nucky. Open wide. Is this wide enough? Well, we'll see if it can fit. Just then, Nucky was trying to make it fit. Gee whiz, said Knuckles. Why don't you open a little wider? I'm doing the best I can. As Mona started smoking Nucky's marijuana cigarette. Look at this. Yo, Mona, I like the way you smoke my marijuana cigarette. Mona's fucking going to town on it, dude. Hold up. Nucky's like, maybe this will help you reach it better. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Nucky's like fucking rimming that marijuana cigarette, dude. Look, real quick. Look, take a look at Nuck. Just take a close look. All right. All bullshit aside, man. Is this really what you think a good time is? Flipping out on some kind of marijuana trip, blowing off your usher duties so a ballerina could smoke your marijuana. Just look at Nucky. Let's take a close look at Knuckles right now. Yo, This is pretty gosh darn super duper peachy keen, said Knuckles the clown college dropout. Hey, I wonder what AI's shorts will use. Uh-oh. Add a Q&A sticker, ask a question. How come I'm losing Gee whiz, said Knuckles the clown college dropout. Does the ugly truth about the pot make you want to leave the stream? Fucking YouTube, Nucky. They don't like clowns, dude. YouTube has got a fucking hang up about clowns. I'm sorry, man. If, you know, Nucky isn't good enough for you. I guess Nucky's trauma is to be left alone. Gee whiz. I thought maybe, just maybe, my tragedy could help people from going down my path. But golly gosh, no one seems to want to watch Knuckles' stories. Well, what do you think, Nucky? When your stories involve getting a ballerina to smoke your marijuana cigarette and then you relax while you. Wow, I'm on a marijuana trip and this ballerina is really doing a great job on Nucky's old marijuana cigarette. Look at this. Look what's going on here. Hi, everybody. It's me, Knuckles, the Clown College Dropout. Hey, gang, do you want to see some juggling? Look at Knuckles. What are you doing, dude? What the fuck, man? Right on. This is awesome. Knuckles, Mona DeVille's got to go perform Camel Toe Lake. Hold on, doll, said Knuckles. I'd like to go to Freaky Town. Just then, man. Just then. You know something, Mona, said Knuckles. I've been a bad, bad clown. You certainly have, you filthy pig, said Mona as she started spanking Nucky. Yeah, that's how Nucky likes it. You fucking pig. Oh, man. Look at this, man. Just then, yo, Mona, let's get really wild. We'll come back to this. Wow, Chad, said Maud. I really liked it when we got all fucked up on pharmaceutical grade IV marijuana last night. I can't believe how sexy it was when you took that needle and shot up between your toes and then weren't able to achieve full erection because you were so flipped out on a marijuana trip that you preferred that other than sexy time. That was hot, man, said Maud. You know something, man, said Chad. I think I'm tired of your shit, Maud. That's why I wasn't able to achieve full erection. It had nothing to do with the pot, man, said Chad. I can handle my weed. Uh-oh, said Chad. Just then Maud said, that hurts, Chad. You know, at first it was fun. It was almost cute. But watching you freebase, you're killing yourself. Didn't you know, Chad? Chad, wake up, man, said Maud. Over 8 billion people die from marijuana overdoses in the United States alone. That's 8 billion people a year. Every year in the United States from marijuana overdose. When you gonna wake up, Chad? Can't you see I love you? I can't love a corpse. I can't love an addict. Come back to me, Chad. Don't you love me more than that narcotic, the pot? Said fucking Maud. Fucking, I'm sick of your bitch bites, man, said Chad. Why don't you get the fuck out of here so I can get all fucked up on the pot, said Chad. I want to know how come only 3 people are watching this and are not commenting. You bastard! You fucking bastard! I'll never talk to you again! As she ran off, man, Chad was like, fuck that bitch, man. I don't need that shit. And just when Chad was getting ready to fucking light up, something fucking unexpected happened. Because if you think for a second, oh, golly gosh, I got my medical marijuana card. Hey, the pot's loud in my hippie state. Oh, really? Is it really? Ewans needs to read the fine print. Ewans needs to understand that at best Ewans degenerates. The pot is decriminalized, but at the federal level, junkies. That's right, Ewans. That's right, all of yous. All of yous out there. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get all flipped out on the pot. Well, guess what? Officer Polar's gonna come and crack your skull. Because Ewans is a degenerate. And Ewans is gonna go to the Hooskow. That's right, Ewans hippie. Ewans hippie, stop right there. I think Ewans is holding the narcotic to pot, and Ewans is gonna do some time, said Officer Polar. Hey, fuck you, pig, said Chad. You got no fucking probable cause. So why don't you fuck off, pig? Oh, said Officer Polar. Ewans think I don't have any probable cause, do yous? Well, let Ewans take a look at this. Just then, Officer Polar went to the fucking squad car, dude. I know I do this a lot, but I really love this part. Yoo-hoo, Ewans dirtbag. Say hello to the cock, said Officer Polar as he rode in. That's right, Ewans. That's right, Hughes. Hughes is looking at a marijuana detecting police cock. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's right, dirtbag hippie. If Ewans think you can bring that narcotic here, Hughes has got another thing coming because the cock is gonna go take a look at you. Go ahead, Bubba. Work him over. Uh-oh, just then, man. Just then. Hey, guys, please don't try this at home. Don't go, hey, I'm going to go to the pet store and get a cock. Because this is trained shit, man. Hey, pig, what's with the fucking cock? You and shut up, dirtbag hippie. Let the cock do its work. Just then, Bubba fucking started. Uh-oh, and that's the sign. That's the sign that he's holding dope. Hold on, man. What the fuck, man? That's right. That's right. Look at this. Look at this. Fucking Officer Polar goes, hang on, man. That's right, Ewans dirtbag. According to the cock you're holding. Fuck, man. That's right. Chad's going to the fucking Hooskow. Make no mistake about it, Ewans degenerates. If you think for a second Ewans can sneak the narcotic pot into my jurisdiction, well, guess what, Ewans degenerates? Ewans is going to have to deal with more than your good pal, Officer Polar. You're going to have to deal with Bubba, the marijuana detective, police cock. He's had enough of the bullshit. Dun 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 dun. Take a look at the cock. Dun 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 dun. Hey, Officer Polar, I think there's trouble across town. Bump, 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 Ewan's rabbit. Hughes wants to be sarcastic in chat. Maybe Ewans needs the cock. He needs the cock, Officer Polar. Okay, we'll get back to that. But look, man, seriously, guys. I don't want to see anybody get wrapped up and make wrong decisions, dude. Look, you can wake up in the morning and go, hey, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to get up and be a productive member of society, do the right thing. Or you can go, instead of being a productive member of society, I think I'll embrace uh, uh, wake and bake, is the street term. Well, guess what, junkies? Oh, Ewens wants to wake and bake, huh? Well, guess who likes wake and bake? The cock! All right, get back to that, man. It's time for a real story. See if I can find him. Hold up, it's coming. We kind of got a situation here in Puppet Land. Hold on. Gosh darn it. Hang on. Oh no. Oh. Just, okay. And it come to pass. Let's get some different lighting for Satan, please. It's in his rider. Satan does not appreciate it when we don't pay attention to the lighting that's in his contract. Come on. Okay, one more time and we're going to give up on Satan's lighting. There it is. Okay, sorry. Hey, sorry about that, said Satan. Don't mean to be vain or anything, but gosh, with all the trolls on social media giving Satan a hard time trying to dox me and all, I at least want to make sure the lighting's okay. All right, man. Well, look. Do not pay any attention to the thing behind the curtain. Golly gosh, it is Satan. And it come to pass that Satan came upon... Hold on. You want to know something? Back in my day, people were respectful. It wasn't this kind of bullshit I'm seeing out there. All these agitators, everybody not wanting to pull their weight and do the right thing for America. And it come to pass that America had reached her breaking point. Fear, apathy, disdain had inundated a once proud nation. It was at this point that it come to pass that America need to turn, embrace America's roots. You see, America's a religious country. Hey, gang, it's me, Satan. Let's just cut to the chase, said Satan. I know a lot of you out there are kind of going, hey, man, WTF? What's Satan got to do with my Friday night high? Huh, that's a good question. What does Satan got to do with your Friday night high? I've got a question for you, said Satan. Are you hiding behind the pot? Huh? Is that what it is? Are you too afraid to get vulnerable and authentic? Golly gosh, Satan, let me tell you a story. A story back in my day. Here's the flashback scene. We see Satan Jr. sitting on the porch with his fishing pole. Jeepers, said Satan Jr. I can't wait till Paul comes home so we can go fishing. He promised and all, said Satan Jr. Just then, Satan Jr., what is it, Ma? Your daddy is not going to be taking you fishing today because he's drunk at the bar. And another thing, Satan Jr., what's that, Mommy? We're getting a divorce, and it's all your fault. Maybe if you were a better Satan Jr., your daddy wouldn't be an alcoholic and we wouldn't be getting a divorce. But no, no, you were a bad kid. And look what's happened. This is all your fault. I felt wounded. You know, those words cut deep. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I felt trauma. And golly gosh, I had a lot of trauma responses. Gee whiz, Satan, you can be a bit of an asshole. Hey, look here, motherfucker. I'm Satan, and don't you ever question my shit, or I'll rain down a world of hurt on you fuckers. Well, gosh, it didn't take long before I realized with an attitude like that, the only thing I had to keep me company was my marijuana delivery device, said Satan. All alone that night, Satan decided it was time, man. I wish the world really knew who I am, said Satan, because I can be a super duper peachy keen kind of friend. I'm working on my trauma responses, but the only way to do that, just then Satan realized something. That's right. The only way I'm going to get over my trauma is to get vulnerable and authentic. Gee whiz, Satan. That's not very alpha. Hey, I'll tell you something right now, soy boy, said the fucking public. Hey, did you hear something? Satan got soft, man. You know, back in my day, Satan would kick your ass. Now he's just some soy boy fucking wannabe. Hey, man, you know, it's possible to be an alpha and vulnerable and authentic. Uh-oh, if Satan ever loses his hair, they'll be held. Nice touch. Hey, man. So Satan went on a vision quest. Hey, everybody. Your good pal Satan's going to be taking a time out for a while. I know a lot of you are going to miss me. Gee whiz. I don't want you to blame yourself. You see, I think Satan has a disease. Gee whiz, Satan, what's that? I think I might be a potaholic. Golly gosh, Satan. And the disease has only been exacerbated by some unresolved trauma that I experienced as a youth. Gee whiz, if I can get on top of this trauma, maybe I can get on top of my weed addiction. Golly gosh, if that could happen, maybe I could just, you know, do some good for a change. Satan goes off on his vision quest. Meanwhile, you know what? So far, this has been a pretty positive podcast, if you want to ask the truth. Pretty positive anti-pop message with Knuckles. We'll get back to that. Satan kind of come to grips with a few things, and I think it was healthy for us to see that, man. You know, a lot of people go like, well, Satan, he's all-knowing. Well, sure, but hey, man, you know, there are many paths to the top of Mount Fuji, I always say. And I think it was nice to see Satan open up, but that's just me, man. Maybe I'm just a little bit more in touch. What the fuck, man? Hey, hey, YouTube, said the weed pusher man. How would you like to blow some grass? Hold on, we're gonna get to the weed push man for a second, but first, man, he's gonna sing a song. Okay, give me a second. Hey, are you down in blue? Are mommy and daddy going through tough times? Do you feel awkward? Uncomfortable in your own skin? Well, guess what? I'm here to help you win. Yeah, I've got the pot. I'm smoking pot, but I'm vacuuming out of the carpet. This is the weed pusher, man, dude. Hey, hey, man. Hey, hey, guess what? Guess what, man? I think I got the medicine you need, said the weed pusher, man. Hey, come on, man. I'm trying to fucking turn over a new leaf with this streamer, man. I can't have you pushing. Hey, said the weed pusher, man. It's okay. All the cool kids are doing it. Just then, man, you want to see how dark it is? Well, guess who got strung out? For those of you that weren't here earlier for Act 1, allow me to fucking bring you up to speed, okay? Because, look, I don't get my jollies from doing this kind of shit, but it started off very simple with Mona DeVille practicing for Camel Toe Lake. Gosh, this is the before. This is before Mona ran across Nucky. She was working on her. Hold on. Hold on, said Mona DeVille. Hang on. I need to limber up, said Mona. Check it out. Hold on. Come on, Mona. Okay, here she goes. Sorry about that. Fuck it. I lost people. Hey, look how limber I am, said Mona. Wow, Mona. It's hard to believe I'm 60 years old. Oh, hold on. Wow. Look what happens when you do the right thing, work hard, and believe in yourself. You can be limber like Mona DeVille. Mate, gee whiz, Mona. Do you think if I do that, I could be a ballerina star and dance in Camel Toe Lake? Well, gosh, anything's possible. Well, sure it is. You want to know what else is possible? Well, after Knuckles approached the scene and fucking talked Mona into making the drastic mistake of smoking his marijuana cigarette, things got dark, man. But after that dark night of sexuality, to bring you back up to speed, Mona became a marijuana addict. Wow, said Mona. I think I'm not feeling well, and I got another performance of Camel Toe Lake. Well, gosh, Mona, why don't you try to limber up? Owie. Ow. Ow. It's like my body needs something. Some sort of medication, but not a Tylenol. Something, I don't know, strong, like a heavy narcotic. I think I'm going through withdrawals from the pot. Just then, Mona was, oh, wow, this is bad. You know, Mona, marijuana withdrawals can last for years, man. Gee, I need something so I can perform. Just then. Just then. Like Johnny on the spot, man. Oh, hey, said the weed pusher, man. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get everybody ready for this fucking next scene because it's important. Hey, looks like you need a little bump, said the weed pusher, man, as he chopped up a line of the marijuana. Fucking, hey, I got a couple lines of the pot you could snort. Oh, that would be divine. I'm going through marijuana withdrawals. Okay, doll, said the weed pusher, man. Well, why don't you pay the money then? But I don't have any cash. I don't get paid after my performance of Camel Toe Lake. I've spent all my money on IV grade pharmaceutical grade IV marijuana. I'm going withdrawals. Isn't there something we can do to work it out? Just then, the weed pusher man's wheels started spinning. Tell you what, doll, I'll let you pay me after the show. Oh gosh, everything they said about you is wrong. You're so kind and giving and understanding. But, yeah, you gotta pay a little interest up front. What does that mean? I'll tell you what that means, doll. Why don't you take a drag off this marijuana cigarette? Said the weed pusher man. Just then, oh my god, I can't believe this. I'm trading sexual favors to feed my marijuana addiction. Just then, da 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 da. Yeah, 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 this is cool. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, what else are we gonna do? Something sick. just then, the weed pusher man fucking looks like you're limber now, doll, said the weed pusher man. Oh no. Hold on. The Hold on. The weed pusher man's going fucking crazy, man. Yeah, said the weed pusher man. Hold on. Yeah, said the weed pusher man. Yeah, you're gonna pay. Oh my god, said Mona. Oh God. Oh, gee whiz, I wish I would have got wrapped up in the pot, but you did, doll. You did, said the weed pusher man. Hey, Ma, look at the cute little fella over there. He's not cute. He's pushing problems, man. Said the weed pusher man. Well, I tell you what, I'm a bit fed up with the bullshit. You know, it's like this, dude. Are we gonna really live in a country where the weed pusherman could like do what we just saw without any kind of consequence? Well, maybe that's just the way it is, man. Hang on. Well, golly gosh, that's not the way it has to be. Well, gee whiz, what do you know? You're just a punk kid. Gee whiz, I may be just a kid, but I know the difference between right and wrong, and pushing a narcotic to pot, using the pot, or even thinking about the pot, glorifying it, is just gosh darn wrong. You said it, Tommy. Gosh, I wish more boys like you would stick up for a 423 lifestyle. Jeepers, Mona. I wish a lot of gals like you would stick up for how peachy keen it is to be chaste. Well, chastity is super duper peachy keen, Tommy. So's avoiding the 420. You know, the last thing we want to do is disobey our authority figures. Jeepers, Tommy, you said it. And then Guinevere and Tommy went for a walk, but just then, gee whiz, said Tommy. I smell something pungent in the air. Tommy, I'm afraid that smells like the narcotic the pot. Oh my gosh, said Tommy. We better get our NBC gear on, our mop suits, and our gas masks. The last thing we need to do is get impacted by that narcotic. Yeah, Tommy, I'll run and get mine. Where are they going? Well, they both had a secret. Okay, that Guinevere's not around. It's time for me to transform myself. Dun 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 dun. By doing the right things. Dun 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 dun. Doing all of my homework. Dun 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 dun. Obeying all of my authority figures. And most importantly, said Tommy, staying away from the pot. If I do that, what happened to Tommy? I'll tell you what happened to Tommy. Tommy transitioned. Tommy now identifies as a superhero. That's right, gang. It's me, Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. And I'll tell you one thing, buckaroo. You can't fly high on the pot. I'm here for a better America. And a better America means these weed pushers gotta get off the streets. And as Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid was chasing down the adversary, there was somebody else. Guinevere had a little secret too. Okay, Tommy's not around. By the way, he's dreamy. But just then, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to obey all my authority figures. I'm, of course, going to avoid the 420. And I'm going to embrace chastity. Poof! What happened? Just then, out of nowhere, gang. That's right, dude. It's the fucking Chased Avenger. Dun, 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 dun. See here there, sister. Cross those legs. You don't want to turn any fella on. Dun, bum, 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 dun, dun, dun. Here she comes. The Chased Avenger. Let's do something about that weed pusher man. Because the narcotic to pot leads to acting out in promiscuity. Dun, bum, 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 bum. Hold on. Just then, man. Fucking weed pusher, man. Look, don't get mad. Oh, what do we have here? Hey, weed pusher, man. Your weed pushing days are over. Oh, do you think I'm going to let some broad come in here and take over my territory? Hey, look here, pal. Just then, the Chased Avenger started going at it with the weed pusher, man. Oh, drat. He's stronger than I expected. Just then, that's okay. Because you got backup, man. Hang on, where'd the fucking backup go? Where'd he go, dude? Here he comes. Super duper peachy keen kid coming to help out your Chased Avenger. Hang on there, doll. It's me, super duper peachy keen kid, and I'm coming to save the day. Here we go. Where's that weed pusher man? And they beat him down, man. Take that, you weed pusher. Bum, 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 bum. Wow, super duper peachy keen kid, said the Chased Avenger. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Pay attention, everybody. All right? This is like Shakespeare coming up. Wow, super duper peachy keen kid. Taking down a notorious weed pusher man with you was exciting. Jeepers, Chased Avenger, said super duper peachy keen kid. It certainly was. And golly gosh, can I tell you a secret? Sure you can. After all, we're superheroes. We gotta trust one another. Well, golly gosh, Chased Avenger. When I saw you taking on the weed pusher man, I got all tingly. Down there, said Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. Gosh, you know, I got a little tingly myself, and I know that's wrong. But since you're a superhero, maybe we can make an exception. You mean just then, man, as she's getting ready, I got an idea. Maybe I can smoke your marijuana cigarette, for research purposes. Yeah, said Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. That sounds really wicked awesome. And just as the Chase Avenger got within 4 feet, 4 inches of Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid's marijuana cigarette, something weird happened. Ah! Ah! Oh! Said Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. Whoops! Wowie! Golly gosh! Gee whiz! Did I hurt something? I don't even think I touched anything, said the Chase Avenger. Golly gosh, it's all sticky down there, said the Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. Well, gee whiz, Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. It would appear, golly gosh. It's okay, Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. I heard it happens to a lot of fellas their first time out. Drat, but I'm a superhero. I'm supposed to. That's okay, Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. You don't have to feel down. But Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid did feel down. Golly, golly gosh. Sure, I can beat down the weed pusher man, but I can't get over premature ejaculation. Golly gosh. Gee whiz, maybe I'll just retire from this superhero business. Just then, Super Duper. No, don't do it, Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. America needs you. And as Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid was at his lowest, let me ask you guys something. What do you do when you're at your lowest point? Huh? Anybody? Anybody out there want to contribute to the class? What happens when we reach our lowest point and we need someone to help us? Hey there, Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid, said Satan. Hey there, Tiger. It looks like you're going through a little trauma. Maybe some unresolved trauma. You want to know something? Gosh, Satan, what do you know about trauma? Huh. Let me tell you a little story about trauma. Just then, Satan started sharing with Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid the story when his father didn't come picking up to take him fishing. Gosh, I didn't realize it at the time, but that was really hurtful. Gosh, and this whole time, I've been hurting people just because I've been that hurt little boy whose dad wouldn't take him to go fishing. Jeepers. I can relate. You know, I feel like this pressure all the time to be perfect so I can have these superpowers. But gee whiz, do you know how hard it is to measure up to being perfect? Gosh, do I ever. You know, there was a time when I thought I was perfect. If you can believe that. I gotta be honest with you, Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. I didn't really like myself until I got off the pot. But gosh, let me tell you something. I was really struggling back then. But you know what? Once I started realizing, hey, hey, I matter. Gosh darn it, I do. And I need to let people know that I'm just not going to be somebody's doormat anymore. Sure, I'm Satan, but I got to have some boundaries. Can you dig what I'm putting down? Yeah, maybe that's what I need, boundaries. If I had those, I could perform better. Well, it's a little bit more than that, Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. Did you ever think how wrong it is to just have random sex with some superhero? Golly gosh, maybe I'm a little old fashioned, but I thought maybe chastity would be the way to go. You know something, Satan? You're starting to make a lot of sense. I hope so, super duper peachy keen kid. Because gosh darn it, I'm not doing this for me, man. You see, I got a gift. I got a second lease on life. And I decided, hey, man, do I really want to go back to that same old rat fink bastard trying to con people for their souls? I couldn't sleep at night, man. Look at myself in the mirror going, how many times I gotta lie? Why can't I just be who I am? Gosh, it's so freeing, super duper peachy keen kid. Gee whiz, Satan. I can't thank you enough. Golly gosh. Anytime you need to come on, drop your load on Satan, you know I'll take it. Super duper peachy keen kid. Just then, later that day. Oh, there she is, the Chaste Avenger. Well, let's see if that conversation with Satan worked. Just then, fucking. Oh, hi, super duper peachy keen kid, said the Chase Avenger. I just want you to know, I won't tell anybody about the fact that you're a premature ejaculator. Well, I'd like to tell you that I'm over that problem thanks to my good pal Satan. Oh, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, why don't you feast on this? Just then, super duper peachy keen kid broke out his marijuana cigarette. Go ahead and have a pull off that. Are you sure? Last time you had an accident when I got close. Hey, Toots, said Super Duper Peach King Kid. I think I can take it this time. Just then. And he did. That's right. Look. I can't. I look. He looks like he's got over it. And they fucking went crazy for hours, dude. Hey, will you hurry up and come? Jesus Christ, this is taking forever. Dun, dun. Thanks, Satan, said Super Duper Peachy Keen Kid. Yes, the puppet is wearing a mask. Let us go back. Okay. Because I feel what I'm getting ready to kind of touch on. It's gonna be one of those moments, man. It's gonna be like YouTube history. It's like, wow. I think it is. Maybe it won't be. Hang on. How come I can find everybody but the one I'm looking for, you know? You ever notice that? We're almost there. Oh, there it is. Okay, for those of you that wait, I hope I can make it worth your while. Let's let's kind of rein it back in. We started tonight's show with a story about Knuckles. Yo, hey everybody, it's me, Nucky, the clown college dropout. Yeah, and we showed the dark side. But make no mistake about it, despite the fact that Nucky is an abuser of the pot and he continues to flub up, golly gosh, I'd still like to think I've got some sort of, I don't know, something to offer. Well, you know what, Nucky? Maybe if you got off pot. Do you think that would help? I don't know, Nucky. Have you ever thought about turning your life and your will over to Satan? Gee whiz, said Nucky. And I guess that's the question I have for everybody out there. I mean, I'll say it. It's a bit old fashioned, and, you know, there's a lot of people that think it's in poor taste, but I'm sorry. You know, it might be old fashioned, but what Nucky could use and what a lot of people could use is a lot less hating and a lot more Satan. That's right. Less hating, more Satan. That's the spirit for me. I was feeling down and blue, but Satan. I lost a viewer, man. Hey, less hating, more Satan. With that said, I want to wish everybody peace and love. Thank you for joining us on our mental health PTSD journey. I want to say goodnight to everybody. See you at Camp G Bay Blues Fest tomorrow, man. Peace and love. Bye, everybody. Bye, Satan.